Students, today we will discuss very important chapter of our class 9th. Your chapter name is Why Do We Fall Ill? This is chapter number 13 of your NCERT book of class 9th, Science. And here you have first definition, what is health? It is the state of being well so that one can perform physical, social and mental functions properly. Means if all these things, all the aspects present, then only the person is known as healthy person. If it is if she or he is physically fit, social environment is good where they live, and the mental function properly, means their mentally health is also good. What do you mean by disease? So disease is we differentiate from health on different aspects. So here we differentiate both in between these two, disease and health. We can say that disease in any abnormality or disturbance caused in our body. Disease in any abnormality means anything, any changes is be present in our body, any disturbance that is known as disease. A disease is not caused by external injury but can be caused by external factors like germs. Different type of germs cause different disease in our body. Sometimes the internal disinfection of our body may also lead to disease. Means any deficiency present in our body also cause disease. A disease generally has some symptoms and sign associated with it. For example, pain, swelling, fever are the common symptoms of the disease. So different type of disease show different symptoms, but these symptoms, pain, swelling and fever, are common in many disease. So here we discuss about the different factors of the disease. So factor that determine better health. Who one is the factor that determine better health? We always stress upon the fact that the environmental surroundings us should be healthy, otherwise it may leads to harmful disease. So where we live, the environment should be clean. If environment is not clean, it create many germs like mosquitoes which cause malaria disease. So environment should be clean if we prevent our body from different type of disease. Therefore we can say that public cleanliness is very important factor for better health of the people in a society. Now second one, after cleanness, what is the second factor is food. Take healthy food is very necessary. So if we have a money to buy it, then we need to work. So therefore we can say that good economic condition of the society, like if person have no money, how they arrange the good healthy food. Okay, so if they have a financially or economically condition is good, then only it take better food. So food is your second factor which is necessary to determine a good health. How can we stay healthy? Proper nutrition. How we stay healthy? With the help of proper nutrition. If we take proper nutrition, then our body is be safe from different type of disease, because nutrition complete all the deficiency present in our body. Okay, so overeating or obesity and malnutrition, marasmus. So in proper amount nutrition is be taken by our body. If we take in a high amount, then it is because obesity when we overeating. And then if it is be malnutrition, if we take the low amount of nutrition, like not take vegetables in our diet, then it cause marasmus. Marasmus means the deficiency of the nutrition in our body. Personal hygiene also stay our healthy. Bathing, brushing the tooth daily is very necessary if we want to stay healthy. Clean air and water. Where we live, the environment should be clean. If environment clean, then the clean oxygen is be gone to our body, and water is also should be clean, which we take in our diet. Now fourth one, regular exercise is very necessary. Yoga, playing any other exercise, because exercise play a very important role in our life. With the help of exercise we feel healthy, and we prevent our body from different type of disease. So all the factors is very responsible to be stay healthy. Proper nutrition, personal hygiene, clean air and water, and regular exercise. Now, after this, you have a topic: how can we identify a disease? How can we identify a disease with the symptoms? A disease is associated with symptoms. Okay, so symptoms play a very important role to identify a disease. In other words, our body shows certain indications, like we can assume that we may be suffering from disease. We know that different part of our body have a different functions. Any of these function are disturbed, then we can say that something is wrong in our body. Sometime has change in it, and this is the symptoms for getting a disease. Symptoms just indicate that there is a disease. They do not indicate the exact type of disease. So the doctor often look the sign and tell us about the exact problem, whatever is be in our body, problem in our body. So this is be indicated by the doctor only, by the help of laboratory test, to be indicate any disease in our body. If we see we have a cold, so sometime cold and our body is be feeling tired, then we see different our fever is down. So down fever is also the symptom which cause many disease in our body. Now you have a two type of diseases are there: acute and chronic disease. So this disease which is caused randomly, which is for short time only, then acute disease. For long time it is caused chronic disease. So it does not cause major effect on our general health, like cold, fever, influenza, all are come under the acute disease, which do not cause any major effect in our body. They are for short time only. But this chronic disease is for long time, like sugar or diabetes, BP, blood pressure, high blood pressure, hypertension, all are the example of chronic disease. Elephantiasis, heart disease, tuberculosis, it cause major effect on a general health for a long time. It is be a long time disease. So chronic is long time disease and acute is short time disease. How chronic disease affect our body? In both disease, chronic and acute, who one is be caused affect our body health? Chronic disease. How? Because chronic disease take relatively a long period of time, hence they are likely to affect our general health as well, because it take long period. So that's why it create different disease in our body. They may hinder the growth in children or increase the stress on in adult. They can make us feel tired all the time. They can also lead to be an increase or decrease in weight. They can also affect our day-to-day activities or ability to learn new things. Hence we can say that they have long term effect on our health than the acute disease, because of the chronic disease it is long term disease. So it cause many problems in our body. What cause disease? So we know that disease is caused by two factors. First one is your internal factor in our body, such that who come under in internal factors, and hormonal balance, genetic disorder. Internal factors in which our body, such as hormonal balance in our body, like thyroid diseases because of the deficiency of thyroid in our body. Diabetes disease caused because of the imbalance in insulin amount in our body. So these are the example of hormonal imbalance. Genetic disorder means one disease is be spread from one person to parents to offspring. So this is come under genetic disorder. Malfunctioning of body organ means any organ in our body is be not able to do their functioning well. Unhealthy diet is the external factor. Disease causing germs like bacteria, virus, fungi, who one cause disease in our body. Pollution in environment, unhealthy lifestyle, all are the external factor that cause disease in our body. Some are the immediate cause and some are the contributing cause. Like immediate cause, who one come, these are the actual cause that are responsible for a disease. So they can they cause can be a infectious as well as non-infectious, like bacteria, fungi, virus, germs, all are come under the immediate cause of the disease. But if we discuss about the contributory means how this cause occur in our body, what is the reason behind this, about all the disease present in our body, they are become under the contributory causes. Congenital genital and acquired disease. Congenital means that disease are present since birth, which is be present in our body since birth, like hole in our heart of an infant. Acquired disease occur after birth. Based on their ability to spread from one person to another, acquired disease are of two main types: infectious or non-infectious cause of disease. On the base they spread from one person to another person. Infectious disease or communicable disease, and non-infectious or non-communicable disease. Communicable disease means these are the disease which is spread from one person to another person, but non-infected disease are not be spread from one person to another person. They are caused by attack of germs, pathogens. Disease causing microorganisms are known as pathogens. So they are not caused by pathogens. The disease brought any about by extrinsic or external factor. The disease are mostly brought by internal factors in our body. So means any internal deficiency in our body cause non-communicable disease if the factors like bacterial infection, viral, these are be spread from one person to another person, that are come under infectious or communicable disease. Third one, infectious disease can be passed from diseased person to healthy person. It is be spread from one person to another person, but this non-communicable disease is not be spread from one person to another person. Now fourth point, the transmission of this infection occur through direct contact or some medium. It is the transmission of this is via direct contact or some medium.